Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Boricua BC2 show. I am your host, Bill Cancel. Happy Sunday, everybody. Just wanted to come out here and do a little bit of an op-ed piece. So if you're not into op-eds, scroll away, X out, whatever you want to do. This is just my opinion, what I see coming. The topic for this is what's next for Trump after constant fact checks. I mean, if you realize the fact that he lies so many times and fact checks continue to prove that he's exaggerating and misstating details, that's going to lead to a real big problem with him. And he's doing this on serious issues like the economy, deportations, immigration, and so on and so forth. Um, despite what I find fascinating about this whole thing is that despite all the lies and the rhetoric and the craziness, his base still seems to be very loyal to him, which begs lots of questions, right? You know, why do they just constantly think that everything he says is the truth? And for so many of us, we just say it's because they're in a cult and that they like being told what to think. Um, but recent polls are showing that independents and suburban voters are starting to grow skeptical. Um, I firmly believe that. I firmly believe that his lies are beginning to catch up to him because there's just so much going on. And have you noticed also recently the pattern for the past 6 months since he's been in office? It's one week he wins, next week we win. One week he wins, next week he wins. One week he wins, next week we win. That's not sustainable. And what's driving the fact that he wins one week and he loses the next week are his lies. He can't keep up with them anymore, right? The judiciary gets involved and so on and so forth, and everything falls to shit and so on. If you need another prime example of that, look at tariffs, right? You know, he pounding his chest on day one, tariff everybody, tariff the world, and so on and so forth. And you know, we're going to make money so great again. But yet that's already been debunked like a million and one times. But yet his people still buy this. And here's the thing with tariffs. I totally get it if you want to bring manufacturing and so on and so forth back to the country and reduce the trade deficit. I totally get that. I totally support that. I would be in favor of that actually happening. I really would be. What's the plan? He truly thinks that if he pounds on his chest, some mega giant company is going to sit there and leave Mexico, leave Vietnam, leave wherever they are, and spend billions opening up a brand new factory in the United States. Not happening. And it's not happening because it hasn't happened yet. So why do you think now it's going to happen is truly beyond me. Just absolutely, truly beyond me. Um, Legal experts are also saying repeated false claims could hurt him if cases go to court, especially if judges see them as bad faith, and we are in fact seeing that. A lot of the rulings are coming down very harshly, saying really bad words as to him abusing his power. The good thing about all that is that the Democrats are using these fact checks and ads to target swing voters, which is very, a powerful tool because there are swing voters out there who get it. And I remember in the run up to the election in November, there were a lot of Republicans out there saying Republicans who didn't vote for Trump saying, "What's the main reason why you're not voting for Trump?" And they said because he lies. And it's just obvious that he's just lying, and I can't support that. So things are going to get worse for him. The other big thing, too, is that some Republicans worry the pattern of the false statements could drag down their chances in tight House and Senate races. Worry. You done lost the midterms if they happen because of the big, bad, beautiful bill. It's got nothing to do with the lies. The lies are just cherry on the icing because he just can't shut up. So I just want to share it this morning because I wanted people to understand that, again, there's a lot of doom and gloom every day. There's a lot of, oh shit, this is never going to end every day. But I firmly believe at some point in time, the lies are going to catch up to him and not just to him, his administration. This platform of just lying your way through government is not sustainable. It's just not sustainable. You're seeing it again today in Texas with the flooding and so on and so forth. It's not our fault. It's the National Weather Service fault. Who cut the National Weather Service? You moron. Right? So it's not sustainable because the people start to see it, especially in big visible events like this. The people start to see it. And it's very difficult to convince somebody that their eyes are lying to them. A graphic example, if I walk down the street and there's 100 people standing right around me in a circle, and I shoot somebody in the head standing right in front of me, there is no way in a court I'm going to say, nope, he shot me, I didn't shoot him. 100 people saw it with their own eyes. I'm going down, and I deserve to go down. This is what's happening now in the country, is that millions of people who are not on our side are starting to go, oh, this could be bad. Another thing to think about too, look at the timing of the Big Bad Beautiful Bill. Most of the badness doesn't take place for about another year and a half, 2 years, right? That's intentional. They don't want the harm to come immediately because they know they're screwed, right? So that's an intentional delay. But here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. The GOP is literally going to have the cojones come next year to have this platform. We made everything so good for you. Vote for us again while we are going to hurt you in the process. That's going to be their platform. The bill's there. The bill's going to hurt people. We see it's going to hurt people. But they're going to tell people vote for it anyway because you deserve to be hurt because we are Republicans. Not a winning strategy, boys and girls. Not a winning strategy. So that's just my 2 cents about where it's going. I think it's going to get messier and messier. I don't think he can keep up with his own lies. I think his people can't keep up with his own lies and the falsehoods and so on and so forth. I think the American people are starting to get very tired about this. I think the big bad bill was a shot across the bow to America, telling people wake the fuck up. And once that happens, things are going to get real interesting. I'll be back in a few minutes to do another opinion piece on Mr. Elon Musk. So stay tuned, everybody. Have a great day. We'll see you soon.